Hi everyone. Today we have our 6th episode of the Mental Wealth Champs. My name's Destiny Roberts. I'm a senior here at Mount Union. My major is neuroscience. When I played basketball, I was a center. To my left, I have Darrell from the men's basketball team.
My name is Darrell Newsom Jr. I play for the men's basketball team, 5th year senior. Position, I would say forward. And major is computer science.
I'm Dae Dae Nash. I'm a point guard on the women's basketball team. I major in physical education and minor in coaching.
I'm a senior and I play basketball. My position is shooting guard and I'm a marketing and management major.
Okay, so for today we have a few questions just to ask, keep the conversation flowing. So my first question I want to ask both of you is, when did you know that you loved basketball? When did it all start?
For me, it's about as far back as I can remember when I was a pup. That was probably the first thing I gravitated towards was the Little Tykes basketball hoop, and after that I kind of just ran with it. It's kind of been my my safe haven, kind of my space of peace, and it's brought me a lot of joy. So yeah, I think it's been my one true love for real.
Period. I'd say the love for basketball started for me after I first tried out in the 6th grade. I did not make the team, but then I worked out that same year, and I worked my hardest to make the team and get better, lose weight. And right after that, when I made the team, it made me feel a lot better because I worked so hard for it. And the love just grew over years and stuff after I got better, and try to prove to myself that working hard made me better. Yeah.
Emma, you can answer that question too.
Yikes, I don't even know, honestly. Just when I was younger, I started doing a lot of different sports, as every younger person does. But basketball was the one sport that I actually stuck with, and then from there on out, I just kind of fell in love with the process of getting better, and it taught me a lot about hard work and resilience and stuff like that, and I've loved it ever since.
How inspirational. For me personally, I was in 6th grade. I was way bigger than everybody else. I mean, I'm 6'1" right now, so some people say 5'11", but whatever. He calls me 6'8". And the first number I got for basketball was 52. It was just random, and that just happened to be my dad's number. And I felt like that was fate. I'm like, all right, let's get to it. And then ever since then, it was just like Emma, I played a lot of sports too. I mean, I do track, I played volleyball, I did them all, honestly. Flag football for a little bit, boxing, I did it all. But basketball was the one that really stuck with me, and I enjoyed the most. But I mean, obviously I don't play anymore, but if I could, I would. Moving on. So, what so far in your guys' careers has been your favorite basketball moment, if you have one?
Favorite basketball moment for me, I think one more recent, my sophomore year, our trip to Florida. That year we were supposed to get a ring. We all took a team trip down to Daytona Beach for a tournament. Great team bonding experience. Really brought us all together. I feel like that was the defining moment. I feel like we were already a family to start out, but I think after that trip, it really brought us all together, and it really brought everything to light as to what the main goal was and what it meant to really be a family with somebody or people that aren't really, blood related. Mm-hmm. So I think that was kind of something that helped with me further understand, what it means to be a family. Family is something that is important to me. So outside of my immediate family, that was kind of a good moment for me. It was a lot of fun too.
Do you think that moment, I don't know if I'm supposed to ask questions, but I'm going to anyways. Do you think that moment showed on the court, after you guys came back?
110%. I mean, we were already dangerous as it was then, but coming back from that, you could really see, we were really one. It was disgusting. I'm not going to lie.
I think stuff like that's like super important though for teams, like doing stuff outside of just basketball, like
Yeah.
The chemistry.
yeah,
That's the biggest thing.
yeah, like that's the kind of stuff that like you build like your core relationship by doing stuff like that. I mean, obviously like winning, losing together, that kind of stuff brings you together, but like doing stuff outside of that is so important for a relationship.
You don't really see stuff like that nowadays. I mean, you do, but a lot of times you can't really like track that. It's more so like when you look at teams and programs that are like really successful, you look at the teams and how close they really were and the activities that they do and the chemistry that was there, and you can see the difference with teams that were successful and that weren't. When you really talk to them, you can see how close, how much of a brotherhood it really is. Like for men's basketball at Mount, our motto is literally family. Like we break everything with family, and it's something that we strive on. It's something that we pride ourselves over, and it shows. It definitely shows. Those are my boys.
Period.
Shout out the boys.
Shout out the boys.
Yeah.
Shout out the girls too. We're big on family.
Oh, for sure.
I'd say my favorite moment. I'm only a sophomore, so I've only been through one season so far. But I'd say my favorite moment with the girls and the team is probably upsetting Marietta in the OAC tournament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was huge because they beat us both times before that, and we went to their place and they had a lot of people there, and we just, we beat them, and that was a big game. So, yeah.
I know I was lit.
Yeah.
I know I was lit. I was
It
lit for that
was
game.
super
I
fun
think
celebrating.
yeah, it was.
Didn't we like spray coach with our water
Yeah.
or something? Like dunk
We did a
all
lot
over
that day.
God, yeah, that was fun. I was like, wait, who was this?
My mom's calling me. Sorry.
Why does everyone's mom try to call them during
During
this?
this,
I
yeah.
swear, everyone.
First
know.
was Maddie Miles.
Answer. Mom, you are on speakerphone. Do not say anything incriminating. I am on a podcast.
You're on a podcast?
Yes. It's Mental Wealth Champs. Do you want to say anything?
Good evening.
Good evening.
That's it? You ain't got nothing else for him?
Be blessed.
Be blessed.
Do you have any
That's the
other
message
good
of the day.
words?
Be blessed. Can I call you back when I'm done?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'll
All right.
talk to you later.
All right, stay out of trouble.
You stay out of trouble.
All right, love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
I love her.
Family.
Exactly. Family.
Family.
See? It comes right into play. Family.
Exactly. Family. You know.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. I couldn't think of anything. I have like a horrible time trying to like remember like
Past
stuff that
seasons.
happened.
Like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
I don't know.
Hopefully you have one this season.
Yeah, I mean I have a lot of like good memories. It's
Yeah.
just like
That
No,
one,
it's not that
define-
one
That
favorite,
one
yeah.
defining one?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, that's okay. Maybe we'll make one this year. All right. I don't have one either. Sorry to break it to you.
I just don't. Yeah.
I just can't even, I don't know. As we know, I've been injured for about 7 years. So, anyways, what are your goals for the season for you personally, and then also like for your respective teams?
Well, for me, I feel like I'm taking on a bigger role on this team. One being the old guy. We have an older team, I think. So me just being a leader, taking on that role and, owning that responsibility of, coaching up the younger guys and also, holding everybody accountable, both the older and the younger guys. As a team, national championship, easily. I feel we have the potential to do that. I feel that that's something that we can definitely do, and that's what we're striving for. Of course, take everything one game at a time, but big goal, get a ring.
For me personally, I'd say my assisted turnovers being 2-1. Last year I was 1-1. So I'd say like being more patient for myself because I'm very quick. So I'm gonna try to like slow down a little bit and be more patient on the court. As a team, I'd say winning the OAC championship. I think we'll be able. We have a lot of freshmen, and I think me being a leader, I can help like lead the team to that like position, you know, and I believe we could do that. Actually, I think we're going to be really good this year. So, and I think if we just stick together and work together and be unselfish on the court this year, I think we'll be really good and be able to achieve that goal.
Yeah. I don't think we'll have any issues with that either, because like we were just talking about earlier, like the team chemistry is like so good.
Yeah.
Seriously. And that's what makes or breaks a team a lot of times. So
my mom even noticed it after the first scrimmage. I was like, she noticed it. That's
my parents did too.
Yeah. So I'm excited, but
That's what.
yeah.
Shout out women's basketball. Anyway.
Do you have any goals for yourself, Emma?
I mean, personally, I guess my goal would just be to strive for, like, higher averages than what I did last year and, like, more achievements, I guess, to, like, kind of show off my hard work. I don't know, it just makes you feel like your hard work pays off when you get, like, credit for it, I guess. But, yeah, I think as a team, I don't know. I feel like everyone's goal on a basketball team is to obviously win a championship or whatever, but I don't know. I guess this year with me being a senior, my goal for us as a team is to overall just have a fun season and just be able to work hard together and, you know, what happens, but as long as we're all working together and, like, doing it for each other, then I don't think we'll have any issues, so.
I'd like to add another thing to my personal one is gaining more confidence. A lot of last year I was worried more of what like people in the stands was thinking of me or like what the coach was thinking as I was playing. So I'd say like being more confident, knowing I could do this or do that and like taking control and stuff like that. So yeah.
Sounds like some good goals for you down on here.
Do you have any goals?
Goals for what?
Track? Life?
No. School? Life. I'm ready to graduate, move far away, hopefully. My girlfriend, whom I love. Shout out, girlfriend.
Should we get the camera pointed up?
No. No camera on girlfriend.
She can't want a camera shine.
Go ahead, get up. Show yourself. That's all.
That's huge.
I really have. Keep good grades because I'm tired of doing schoolwork, but I kind of have to do it to graduate. That's about all I got going on, you know? Now to the bad. What's been the hardest obstacle you've had so far in both college and college basketball? Whichever one you'd like to do first.
I feel like just as a whole, I feel like it kind of takes with college and just with basketball is the whole time management piece of it.
I was gonna say that.
I feel like as student athletes, it's really hard to juggle that safe spot of like, or at least that comfortable spot of being comfortable with how much time you have with each and kind of section off your schedule because things are always changing. You're constantly on the move. You really don't have a lot of time to really sit there and relax because it's like you're thinking about, okay, when do I have lifting? Or when do I have practice? Or when's the next game? Or when we have film? Or then I have to study for a test? Or I got to, you know, homework to do and things of that nature. It's one thing after the next and you're just always on the move. Me personally, I've just been on the move for quite a while since high school, really. So I guess it's something that it's used to, but I would much rather, you know, have a plan. But with how things are going, how everything's so fast-paced, it's like I never really have time to really get a plan because as soon as I get comfortable with a set schedule or something, I get hit with a curveball again. Mm-hmm. So I just expect the unexpected at this point and just roll with the punches, honestly. But I think that's probably been my hardest struggle, and it's been a consistent struggle. Yeah, just understanding that it's gonna be a struggle, and you know you just make the best of what you can, and
yeah, I say time management as well. I kind of struggled my first semester freshman year last year, but like dealing with basketball and schoolwork is like a lot, and having so much freedom, like coming from high school and living with your parents and stuff like that, you gotta like be able to like try to manage that I say I wish I like try to work on that in high school as well, but you know, I'm learning now, and I've definitely got better since last year, so improvement. So I'm happy about that, but yeah.
I don't know, with like hearing all of that, like I have a lot of respect for D3 athletes because you're not coming here and getting paid for like school, and you're choosing to do that,
Facts.
like play the sport for the love of it.
Right.
So like just being able to like dedicate that much of your time to something that like really is not like giving you any gain other than like other things
We
with
know what you
basketball.
mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're getting at for that, because it could definitely be different where you could be getting bread for it, but you
Right.
don't. So that
Exactly.
just kind of adds on to the whole love for the game that we have as D3 athletes, that type of feeling doesn't really get light shed on it enough. Where like, yeah, we really doing this for free.
Right.
Like
I
the
can
whole
really be.
name, image, likeliness kind of just came into play. So now we're kind of being able to, you know, get a little bit
Make
of
some,
compensation
yeah, right.
off of our own self. But actually doing what we love and being good at what we do, we don't get nothing for that. We just doing it because we love to do it.
Right.
And that I feel like doesn't get enough attention, especially with us being D3 athletes as opposed to, you know, D1 athletes. So yeah, that's a great point, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also sucks because I feel like D3 athletes kind of get like,
Kick to the curb.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the time. And like, I don't know, I feel like those are the ones that are like, should be the most respected because they're not doing it for any incentive.
Right.
Especially when you're paying for an expensive school like this. Like,
Man,
like,
man, I don't know how many trips I've made to financial aid, man. That is...
no, I'd be emailing them. I need COVID assistance.
Scholarships.
I love going there, but I hate going there because it's like, man, every time I had that conversation, I'm owing something else. It's
Right.
like, oh, please, somebody help me.
Somebody else.
Somebody.
Yeah, if you guys did make money playing sports, you know, what would you do with that money? Like, how would you spend it? Because I know we're poor now. Shit, I got a job and I'm poor, so.
I'm broke, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't got no other way to put it.
You the richest one in here. Look at his ears.
I am
Look at his
broke.
wrist.
I am
What you got?
broke.
Crocs with the fur.
I'm
Wait, let me see
broke.
those.
You know they say boots with the fur. No, you got the
I am
Crocs with the
broke.
fur. You're rich.
Claire's, okay?
Nah.
Claire's.
Hey, I felt that.
Claire's. Do not do that.
Hey, fake
Do
it
not
till
do
you
that.
make it, and then when you
Hey.
make it, keep faking it.
Exactly. See.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna know but
Exactly.
you.
That's
Did
a
you
rich,
really
that's a
walk
rich
in
mentality
Malibu's
right there.
podcast?
That's a rich mentality right there.
That's facts.
I'm sorry. What was the question? You said if we had
If you had the money for playing the sport that you all seem to love, what would you do with the money?
bills.
He's an old person, seriously.
I'm
Bills.
old. I'm 22 years old, so I'm paying bills. But invest that too. I feel like you know, put some money down so you can make some money back without doing nothing.
I'd say invest too, and like take care of my family first.
That was the other one I was gonna say. Take care of Mom Dukes.
Mom Dukes.
Take
Get
care
her
of Mom
out
Dukes.
Where we stand now, cause that ain't it. But that's definitely top priorities right there. That's one of them right there. But yeah, and continue making money.
No, seriously.
So,
But yeah,
for sure.
Emma?
Oh, I couldn't tell. Let's move the camera around. Let's see. I would probably pay off my student loans
Oh wow,
as fast as I could.
that's a good one.
that is a
I
good
didn't
one.
think about that.
That way,
Because I'm
because
in the hole.
yeah, it's not good. But like,
And his financial struggle.
yeah, it's not good. I don't
Okay,
know.
that's fine, I guess.
I
If I
like
had
that
like
one.
extra money though, like you know, I'm gonna go shopping or something.
I knew she
But
was
like,
gonna say that. I knew it.
I don't have the money for that.
I wish I did.
It's okay, guys.
And I'm still gonna do it every once in a while, you know. Like,
Yeah.
That's actually it's
Take
healthcare.
take self care.
Yeah. I have a question for Darrell personally.
Oh.
What made you want to stay for a 5th year?
Well, I felt like for one, with me wanting to go to grad school, I feel like last year really sped past me. I didn't really get a chance to really plan on it exactly. I didn't even get the chance to really take the path that I wanted to really plan for grad school. So I took the opportunity to pick up some more classes in a field similar to computer science, so with cybersecurity. So it's in there still, so I figured I'd take a couple more classes. And also the basketball aspect. I got hurt my freshman year, so I redshirted, and COVID year really didn't count. So technically, I've really only played like 2 years, really. I really didn't play my sophomore year because I was just kind of coming back. So I really technically only played 2 years, like actually getting legitimate minutes. So I was like, I didn't want my journey to kind of just end there, and I really liked it here. And the team that we had coming back, my boy Colin Gurley, like CG. That's been my boy for 10 plus years. So he told me he was coming back, and then my evil twin, Jeffrey Mansfield, like you too, Jeff. I also got the call he was coming too, so I was like, oh, this would be a dangerous year. I feel like I can't just leave now. I mean, I take my 5th year, and I feel like I was saying before, this is a big opportunity for us to really make a run. We got snubbed a couple years ago due to COVID with our run to try and get a championship that way. So I was like, well, I mean, I could take a couple more classes. It wouldn't be like they were just dummy classes. Like, they were actually applied to my major. So I was like, I'll take some more classes and I could play another year. It wouldn't hurt. And I'm also using this opportunity to actually plan this time for grad school. So I can actually look for internships, use scholarships, get around, make connections, that sort of thing. So just kind of taking another year to kind of buy some more time, but it's not like dead time in a way. Like, it's still useful, I feel like, so.
What was your injury?
So my right hand, I fractured 3 metacarpal bones, fractured radius and ulna, and fractured my scapula.
They just chopped your whole arm off, huh?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
So, no, it is not. So, my freshman year, I think it was our second scrimmage. We were playing Grove City.
Scrimmage though.
Oh yeah, I got hurt in scrimmage.
That's the worst.
Yeah, so I went up to this was coming out of high school, so I didn't have as much bounce as I do now. But I went up to dunk it, and I got hung. And when I tried to dunk it, the ball, of course, I got hung. So when I fell back, my hand was the first thing to hit the ground.
Ooh.
So all my weight came back. So
You screamed? Is that personal?
no, actually, I just got up. It hurt, and it was about 30 seconds left in the scrimmage too. Like, it was like a throw ahead, and I was just like, oh, it kind of sucks. But a free throw was shot, and one of my teammates had told me to go box out, and I looked at him. I said, I can't feel my wrist. Don't give me the ball. I can't feel my hand. So I tried to sleep that night, couldn't move, went to get x-rays and everything. They were like, yeah, your hand is done. I was like, oh, okay. And this little bone in my thumb was actually what put me out. It was like if I didn't get proper blood flow or something, whatever they said. Regardless, I couldn't play that season. So it was this little bone in here in my thumb that got fractured and I couldn't play. But all this was fractured and everything. I was cool. I'd have been back in 6 to 8 weeks maybe. But this put me out for the season. So, yep. But hey, I'm dunking now. So
I thought this was going to be a funny story.
I didn't know.
That
didn't sound like it was
I look
gonna be
back and
That
I
ain't
laugh
nothing
at
to
it.
laugh about.
No, I look back and I laugh at it now because I was like, man, if you would have saw how far I took off, that's what really made it funny. I completely tunnel vision. I just saw the hoop. I didn't even look at where I was jumping for.
Oh my gosh, Des.
No, honestly,
She wants to see that.
No, I think my coach might be the only one that has it. And I don't even know if he even has it
Is it on
anymore.
Huddle?
No, it's not.
Not Huddle.
Can we
I don't
look
even-
up Darrell?
Y'all can try to find it. I've been trying to find it. Ask Colin. He might have it.
He might.
He just might.
Ain't no telling with him. He got all the film.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Ooh, child. Anyway, Emma, would you ever take a 5th year?
No, but
You
only.
should be with Dae Dae for one more year.
See, I actually the only reason I say no so fast is because I have plans for what I want to do after college, and
What are they?
Oh, I want to go to fashion school and get my fashion design degree, and I'm in the process of applying to a couple different places yet, so I don't know where I'm going yet. But yeah, and I'd like to move out of Ohio, so I don't really want to be here any longer. But
Understandable.
like just in Ohio, not like here, like you know what I mean. I don't know.
Is it because of the weather?
Yeah, I don't know. Ohio's just
Ohio is Ohio. I feel like if you can
seriously.
honestly say that, and it speaks volumes.
Yeah.
No.
People from Ohio know that
No,
when you
if
say
you know, you know.
If you're from
Ohio
you
is
get
just
it.
Ohio, and you don't have to say anything else.
Seriously. But yeah, so I wouldn't like put myself back, I guess, like staying here to essentially just play basketball another year and pay for classes that I don't need. So I don't know, it just wouldn't be like necessary for me.
Game day rituals. What do you guys do for game day?
Game day? Well, usually we eating something. I don't know what they usually get. Sometimes it be Jersey Mike's, sometimes it's Subway. Whatever they feed us, honestly. So, we usually eat that. Always have my Skittles. Wild berry Skittles. The best
I was
Skittles.
gonna say, as long as they're not
Okay, first off, anybody who eats plain Skittles, menace to society, okay? Menace. That red pack needs to be deleted from existence.
Not deleted. Like,
Deleted.
I'm glad he's passionate about it. I
Deleted.
wasn't expecting that
He's
kind of
standing on
response when I
that.
said that.
Wild berry
but-
Skittles is the way to go. But no, I always eat Skittles before the game. Usually like when I'm stretching and kind of when I'm warming up, and at halftime too. But usually I usually talk to my mom before every game. Kind of get some words of wisdom or motivation, things of that nature. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe I play the game. Other than that, I'm really just, it's kind of a normal day. Really, nothing too crazy up until like about an hour or so before, like when I actually like suit up is really when I'll like lock in. So I'll just listen to music and stretch and eat my Skittles.
All right, so I say my game day ritual. Of course, we always got Subway before the game. Yeah, that's great. Those are tasty.
Yeah.
But
They are.
my personal ritual, game day ritual, I listen to like podcasts or like motivational speakers to like pump me up for the game or whatever. That's probably my main thing. I try to wear like a lucky sports bra or like something like that before the game or whatever. Yeah, that's probably it.
For me, honestly, I try not to get into too much of a routine, because then if I like mess it up one day, I feel like it's just gonna make everything like fall apart if I don't do it right. So I try to tell myself like it's a normal day, like whatever, just do what I do. And then I don't know, usually to like mentally prepare myself, I like to kind of like set middle goals in my mind for like what I want to do, or like try to just like envision like me doing things on the court that are good for the team and like whatever. So
I'm superstitious too, so if I do something great the last game, I gotta be like, what did I do? To like, I have to do it again. I have to eat that same thing the exact same way. Like, wear the same
Same
socks
way.
the day before or something.
yeah.
Something. I'm too superstitious, so.
My memory ain't that good. I be forgetting what I be doing
I
sometimes.
be forgetting
I
too.
Like, if I do something like that, I'll be like, what did I do? Like,
I would literally think about it all day though.
Seriously,
to, like,
it just
try to
leads you
find
to
it.
overthink
Yeah.
it like so much, and then you overthink like the little things, like taking a sip of water.
Right.
Like,
Should I
need
take
to
a sip now or after I shoot this free throw? Like, that's how it be. That's how it be.
It really do.
Music. Even though everybody knows what Dae listens to, we'll still ask anyways. What type of music? You
Hey.
sounded just like him.
No, I did not.
No, you did.
No, I did not. It wasn't enough struggle. It wasn't enough
It wasn't
struggle
enough pain.
at all.
I ain't hear none of the pain.
At all. Yeah. So what? Like just.
Like before a game specifically. Like,
Oh well. Me personally, throughout the day, I like to kind of relax. Throughout the day. So I'll probably listen to like if it's a bus ride, I'll honestly put on like some some like R&B. I'm a more of an old head, so like I'm like a '90s baby, so like '90s, 2000s, '80s. So I'll listen to that type of music, like just kind of mellow out. But when it's time to like lock in, like when I'm warming up, then yeah, it's time to get lit. So I got my pregame playlist, and I got like my chill playlist. So
Can we have one song?
Why is my mom calling me?
Not Dae's mom.
Three-Headed Goat,
that
Lil
note.
Durk off my workout playlist. And off the chill vibes, I can give you all my favorite songs. What You Gonna Do for Love? Bobby Caldwell.
Nah, I'm overthinking.
Yeah.
Song.
Yeah. It's probably my favorite song of all time, actually. And no, I'm not singing it. So don't ask me.
I'd say, well, everybody know Rod Wave. Specifically, Pray for Love Deluxe. That go crazy. Best album. Deluxe, yes. The whole, man, hey, that was that COVID year, 2020, hey. I know every song. But, yeah, I say Rod Wave. Or I listen to, like, Rio, the Young OG. I don't know if any of y'all know that, but Detroit rappers, Lil Baby. Yeah. Yeah.
Emma, music?
I don't know. I kind of just listen to whatever I'm in the mood for. Like,
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Like, if I want to listen to like something chill, like I'm gonna listen. Like, if I have a song that
What's
I want
chill
to listen
to you?
like R&B and stuff.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
good question, Dad. Maybe she should
Yeah,
run
what's
that.
Chill is
What
different.
Everybody
I
got a
don't
different
know.
chill.
Okay, well, like, I don't know, just whatever I'm in the mood to listen to. Like, so if I have a song that I want to play, like, I'm gonna play it. You know?
She's gonna play it.
I'm
You
gonna
heard
play
it
it.
here first. Okay. Moving on. What motivates you guys?
What motivates me?
Yeah, like what?
Like, just like on the court or just in general?
Just anything. You know, what motivates you to?
I just, for one, just want to make my parents proud, of course, make myself proud. But I think like on the court, maybe just like wanting to win, like wanting to just be the best at what I do to the best of my ability.
You're taking the words out of my mouth at this point.
Yeah, like I just want to win. When you want it that bad, ain't really much else to it. You know, you step on the court and it just comes out. But yeah, pretty much just want to win, want to make my people proud, want to make my team proud, and just do what I can.
Yeah, I say for me, my family, because so much is expected from me. So I just try my best to like make them proud and stuff. And what motivates me on the court is just like he said, like try to be the best I can be. I'd say like motivational speeches like motivate me to like, I don't know, it just give me hype. Like, yeah, I needed that. Like now I'm really like try hard or like try to do this real good. So yeah.
Nice.
What motivates you?
Motivates me to do what? Like just exist?
She's one of those.
I
She's one
am.
of those. Answer a question with a question.
Yeah.
The way they asked you that, and then you answered them, and then you just asked me that. The like, what motivates you and what?
Oh, I don't know.
Make
I
it
don't know.
make
My mom motivates me.
Be-
My mom and my girlfriend.
Period.
That's a great answer. That was the
guys.
answer we was looking for.
To wrap up this episode, everybody needs to give one piece of advice to give to college athletes.
I got one that even with athletics or just in life in general, I would say control the controllables.
Can I talk first?
You're
next
about to say
time or
that for real?
something? Yes, I was about to say control what you can control and control it.
Control the controllables. A lot of times,
Try to give something else.
no, you can just tap in with that too. I mean, yeah, control the controllables. Pretty much, a lot of times people tweak out and kind of trip on the things that they can't really control. Things they can't really influence. Just do what you can, control what you can control to the best of your ability, and make the best of that. And if you do that, anything else that comes with it, you're just gonna have to roll with. But you gotta accept that in order to move forward. You'll save yourself a lot of stress. a lot of anger, frustration. It's easier said than done because I give that advice a lot, and sometimes people are receptive than others. But once I realized that and was able to really hone in on that and really hold that true to myself, I feel like I saved myself a lot of stress and just a lot of unhappiness, I guess, or just negative energy. Just knowing that, okay, like I did what I could, and if this is what came out of it, then it's like, all right, it is what it is. So yeah.
All right, so I had to go to my notes because sometimes I type certain stuff that's very influential in my life and stuff. So I'd say making your best better. That's a big thing. Okay, you did this good, but that's not good enough. Try to make your best better. And I'd say being able to move on to the next play. Okay, you make mistakes, but that's done and over with. You can't change that. So just move on to the next play and try to change what you did to be successful, or like I said, make your best better. So yeah.
I mean, I agree with what you said about controlling the things that you can control, but just kind of going off of that, it's also important not to compare yourself to other people and other people's progress, because I know that's something that has set me back a lot mentally in times, and also just having a positive attitude that literally takes you so far in so many different ways. So both of those are just important, going off of controlling what you can't control.
Can I add one?
Yes.
I add one. I definitely would say at least just more on the mental side of it, and just the physical as well. Know your limits. I feel like a lot of times as athletes, we try and push ourselves to our limits and try and push past it to try and, be the best that we can be. But I really feel like we also need to understand that we do have a limit, and we need to understand that and take that into account with everything that you do. Because, this is, something that you love to do, but this is also your life you're playing with, too. So, push yourself, but at the same time, know your limits and know, what's comfortable and what's not, and know, that kind of gray area was, okay, making yourself uncomfortable to be better at work, rather than it being, okay, you need to stop. This is too far. Knowing when too far is too far.
Yeah.
I think, honing into that and trying to find that limit is harder. Once again, easier said than done. But I feel like once you do find that, keep that in mind and actually listen to yourself.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's some good life advice there.
Mic drop. Told you I had one. Told you I had one. It's my mic drop moment.
I think the advice that I could give people is some things need to be solved and some things need to be accepted, and knowing the difference between the two will save you a lot of grief and stuff in the end. You can't change that you get injured.
Yeah.
You can't solve that. You're injured. In the middle of my motivational moment, anyways, you're injured. You just gotta accept that, keep it pushing. You lose friends, gain friends. Sometimes you just gotta accept that and keep it pushing, and that's life. But it's alright.
Do you have any more questions for them?
No, that's how we wrap her up. Okay.
Alright, well, thank you very much for joining us on
Thank you for
episode
having me.
6.
I appreciate y'all having me out.
Yeah, of course.
Tap
in.
Follow the Instagram. Make sure to comment, subscribe to this video, and we'll see you back for episode 7.
Tap into the men's and women's basketball team this year. And the track team.
And a women's basketball team.
The way I just ran over.
Girl,
my
I
phone.
just said the men's and women's basketball team.
Sorry.
Clearly,
Period.
Stop the camera.
You gotta say women's first.
sorry.
Women's
Tap
and
into
men's.
the women's and men's basketball.
Yeah, thank you.
Period.
Tap in. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
on that
my
note.
kid.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
What did you just run into, bro?